Good day, I'm Randy from Randy's Phone Farm, and today this is video 6 of 6 of in my series of how much can you really make on these scratch card apps. The videos, first 5 videos, 1 to 5 there was in this series was a review of some of the scratch card apps that I used to make. Not all of them, but just some of them I used to make in my spare time. I'll have some more in some future videos. In this video I'll be putting the phone farm in action where I show you how I put it all together with multiple phones and maximize my earnings from these scratch card apps. In each of these videos, I go through how much I've earned by playing once per day and just how much dollar per hour earnings for the efforts that I made. So, spoiler alert, I won't be buying any new fleece line toques anytime soon by playing scratcher apps. But at least in this video, you'll see some of the stats. At the end, I go through the spreadsheet of numbers of my findings of how much I actually earned per day and the dollar per effort it took to make those figures. I'll leave links to the previous 5 videos in the description below. So as you can see, I'll keep track of the starting and ending for the day, the levels, coins, balance, whatever it is, as well as how much I worked on it. So that'll give me the dollar per hour effort earned as well as the dollar per day earned. Now this is the one that I guess an example of playing them all in conjunction. So we'll hop back. And so you'll also see here, this is where I determined which programs I'm going to run for sure. I usually use the dollar per hour, the average dollar per hour in the last 7 days, because things do change. And as you see, when you start a new app, most of the time they pay out really good in the beginning and then they trickle off. So either way, I'm constantly every Sunday switching to see. So like take for instance right now, today's a Thursday. If it was a Sunday, whatever, I would be looking at playing Lucky Fishing, Lucky Fortune, and my Money Go for sure. And then, as you'll see, playing the other ones while I'm going with that. So now that I've determined which apps I'm going to run definitely, I will be using other phones to run other apps while I'm running those ones. So as you can see, the Lucky Fishing was the only one actually from last week that was still paying more than about $2 an hour. Actually, Golden Clover was close as well. So we're going to play just those apps, but as I'm playing those, I'll be playing other ones. I've ranked them in the order of, I guess, most or the most earned to least amount earned per hour. And so I'll go through usually on a Sunday and switch them around, move them around in the spreadsheet, get them ready for the week, and then I just, as I'm playing, not saying that I play 7 days a week on this thing, but when I do have some time, an hour or two here and there, I will play it for the day and make some extra coins. So anyway, we'll show you what's going on. Now we'll start the ones that we've determined that we're going to play for sure, the Lucky Fishing and the Golden Clover. And we'll also start other ones that let's see if we can get these phones into the view here. Sorry, I'm having to suspend a phone above here, so I might get a little shaky. Either rate, so we'll do the daily collections and everything like that. We've determined that we are going to run this one here is the fishing, Lucky Fishing, and this one here is going to be the Golden Clover. So we are going to make sure that those get run anyway. Now, as you can see, as these things are as are running, there's going to be a little bit of time that you're going to be waiting for advertisements. So all you do is you just keep playing the other ones as you're waiting for the advertisements and or fishing, whatever the case may be, to run its course. And so I will play these till the Lucky Fishing and or Golden Clover, so the phones on the two left. I'll only play them the length of those games. So the two ones on the right, the two phones on the right, they'll only play.
So you kind of get the idea. So now I'll just play these up and I'll give you the results at the end. I'll show you some of the highlights of the winnings. Another little tip is to play the slots and spins first before you play the scratches. It seems to me that the timing with the games, by the time you get finished your scratching or your spinning, the scratchers are ready, but then another program's already started. So you see, I'm just doing the scratching on the one.
Now, right now, it usually only runs me about maybe an hour per session. You know, if lucky, might also generally be half hour to an hour now. When I first started, I had a whole bunch of apps that were actually paying, and they were making me generally more than $2 an hour, so I would be running 3 or 4 apps for sure from beginning to end because they paid the most, and so I would just keep. Okay, so let's hop to the spreadsheet. As you can see now, the combined effort dollar per hour, effort put in, now that makes a little bit more sense because if you combine all of them, like with the 4 phones, here's the Lucky Fishing. I played for 40 minutes, and as you can see, the other Golden Clover was much less, so I ended up playing Money Go on the same phone, but these all were played within those 38 minutes on different phones. So the most I played between the with the 4 phones is 38 minutes. The If you add all the dollars, and that's the trick, you add all the dollars. Added up is about under $5 an hour. Now sometimes some days in the early when you start a new app, obviously it's going to be paying a little bit more, but I see it seems to balance out at about $5 to $6 per hour, I found. So it's a little bit extra money, and as you can see now, the dollar per day. The total dollar per day was $3.15. So playing at a combined effort, $3 a day, play it for even 20 days, that's $60 extra a month. I don't know that Honeygain and or Cash Magnets give me that much. So if you got time on your hands, these scratch cards, and once again, I'm only playing them once per day. A lot of these scratch cards rejuvenate after a few hours, so more than likely you could do this twice a day. So if you got a lot of time on your hands, you could probably make $6 to $10 a day with these combining a bunch of phones with your scratch cards. So we'll review a few more of them down the road. I just wanted to get a few of them off here to show you kind of a little tasting in this 6 video series, and then also how to combine them together. So if you have any comments or concerns or any additions, maybe there's a few apps that I don't know about that pay out in cash cards or PayPal, leave them in the comments because I'm definitely interested in new apps. I found a couple of apps that you first time you start playing them, you actually get a cash out and then they level off. So I'm always looking for new apps. So leave them in the comments. And we'll see you next video.